So children, let's continue the topic. As we have seen, the Treaty of Vienna was signed by great powers. Who were the great powers? The great powers were Britain, Russia, Persia and Austria. So the Treaty of Vienna was signed. So in that Treaty of Vienna, all these great powers leaving Britain, they got the control of particular area of Europe continent that we had seen. With this control, with this we have seen कि after the Napoleon rule, after the defeat of Napoleon, the power went to whose hand? The great powers hand. So when all the control of Europe went in the hand of great powers, with this many people were not signed, many people were not happy. Who were not happy? Many people from the middle class, middle group, they were not happy with the changes which were done in Treaty of Vienna. In the Treaty of Vienna, whatever changes, whatever rule, whatever laws were placed by Napoleon, that laws were obligated and new laws like rule of monarch was brought by these all four powers. So with this rule, with this restored power of monarch, the people, some of the people means many of the people of Europe society, they were not happy. So what they did, they started forming the societies. This type of people, those people were not happy by these rules, these things, that peoples were called the revolutionaries. Okay. Now what is the meaning of revolutionaries? Children, for example, you can take the example of India. When we were struggling for the freedom, for the independence, that time when Gandhiji was fighting according to his own way, using satyagraha's way. So that time many of the secret societies we had seen, many people we had seen, we used to say Krantikaris. Yes, like Subhash Chandra Bose, like Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, this type of people, they form the secret societies, secret groups, and in their own way they fight for the struggle, they fight for the independence. Yes, so that struggles and that type of people, they were called Krantikari. In the same way, these people, those people were not happy in the Europe with the rule of monarchs, they people were called revolutionaries. Now, what was their work? Their work was to form the secret societies and awake the idea of nationalism among the people and arise the idea of independence, of liberty, of freedom among the people. That was their aim. So, the revolutionaries, what they were doing? They were forming the secret societies, and what were their aims? To spread the idea of nationalism, oppose the monarchy because they did not wanted the monarch to rule on the country, and wanted the freedom and end of the autocratic rule. They wanted the independence, the freedom and end of autocratic rule. Autocratic rule means we know is the rule of rich people unnecessarily working under the rich people, that they don't wanted. So end of the autocratic rule they wanted. And nation states, obviously we know the idea of nation state. In the nation state, the people, they will live together who have their own same language, their same culture, same tradition, that type of nations they wanted. So these people were the revolutionaries. Now among these revolutionaries, one revolutionary was very much famous, that was Giuseppe Mazzini. Who was he and what was his work, that we will see. So Giuseppe Mazzini was an Italian revolutionary. Okay, he was belonging to Italian country and he was member of secret society in Carbonari. Means he was the head of a secret society in Carbonari. This is the secret society of Carbonari. Means the Carbonari was a secret society and the Giuseppe Mazzini was the head of this society. Okay, so what he did, he again formed new two secret societies. Which were that two secret societies? That were Young Italy, that was formed, that society was formed in the Marseilles. Okay, Marseilles city we know is in the France, and Young Europe society was formed in Bern. So in these two places, more two secret societies was formed by whom? By Giuseppe Mazzini. Who was this Giuseppe Mazzini? Giuseppe Mazzini was the revolutionary among the middle class. Children, remind the thing that all these revolutionaries were emerged from middle class only. because in the middle class there were many educated people, so from that group only these revolutionaries were emerged. Okay, so he was belonging to group of middle class, and the Giuseppe Mazzini was a revolutionary among this secret societies. Okay, and what he wanted to do, he wanted to unify the Italy, because as we know that he was belonging to Italy. So obviously what he wanted to unify the Italy, means unification Italy should stand as a nation state. That demand was put by Giuseppe Mazzini, and for that he was working. Now children, this important dates already I have given you and I have made you understand. You have to go through it once, and custom union I will be explaining to you. Okay, among these revolutionaries, those people were revolutionaries that all the people what exactly they wanted, as I have already told you that the revolutionaries were emerging from which group? From the middle educated class. And what were their ideas? Yes, obviously their ideas were to establish the liberalism and nationalism in whole Europe. So they were spreading the idea of nationalism and what? And liberalism in whole Europe. And that's why in the different part of Europe, in which way they spread the idea and how they arose the people for the nationalism, that we will discuss. Okay, so before that we will see there were two incidents, there were two revolutions. How the revolutions were and what was the result of that revolutions we will discuss first, and by which way these revolutions took place, that I will tell you later on. Okay, so by 1830 we have to see here that there were two revolutions. There were two revolutions in 1830. First was July Revolution and the second was Greek Revolution. Okay, in July Revolution also there are two parts. Okay, so we will talk about the July Revolution first. So in July Revolution, the Bourbon kings were overthrown. Now for children, first tell me why there was a need of revolution. Because people were not having any type of freedom. The powers, the government of great powers were established in Europe, and that's why there were no freedom, there were no independence. The rule of monarch were restored, and that's why people were not happy. That's why there was a need of revolution. That's why there was a place of July Revolution by 1830. So in July Revolution, what was happened? Bourbon kings were overthrown. Now you imagine, you think and tell me, Bourbon kings, where they were? Yes, they were in the France. We have seen in the French Revolution, Bourbon dynasty was obligated, were abolished totally, and then after, when the great powers took the monarchy in their hand, the great powers took the control of Europe in their hands, so they restored the Bourbon dynasty again where? In the France. So the Bourbon kings overthrown by the revolution of July 1830. They were overthrown totally now. Okay, and constitutional monarchy was set up and new monarch were made by the people. Means people now wanted the monarch, but the monarch will work according to constitution, means according to rule, according to laws, the monarch will work. So they set up the monarchy with the constitution. And who become the head of this constitutional monarchy? The Louis Philippe. People made Louis Philippe as the head of, not from Bourbon dynasty. Apart from the Bourbon dynasty, people of France, they made Louis Philippe as the head of the constitution monarchy, means monarch. Okay, and then revolution, another, this was the first revolution which we talked about, that was we talked about the France. Okay, and then we will talk about the second revolution, that was by Brussels. Revolution started in Brussels. Brussels is the place, is the city in Belgium country, is the state in Belgium country. It was a part of Belgium. So in the Belgium, in the Brussels, that revolution was started. Exactly, the Belgium country was under control of United Kingdom of Netherlands. Means Netherlands, that time the Netherlands was a part of United Kingdom. So United Kingdom of Netherlands, under that control the Belgium country was. So to free that country, to make that country independent, for that purpose the people of Belgium and purposely the people of Brussels, they fight and they start the revolution. Okay, so in that way they got the freedom and Belgium become free. So by 1830 in July Revolution, two countries fight for the freedom. Okay, that's why July Revolution we have discussed here. Now we will talk about Greek Revolution. Okay, Greek was under control of Ottoman Empire. Okay, Ottoman Empire, Turkey and all we know. So Greek was under control of them. So by seeing as the idea of nationalism and liberalism was spreading very strongly in Europe, so Greek also wanted the freedom now. Why? Greek also will think all the countries of Europe, they are getting freedom, they are becoming independent. Why should we remain behind? So Greek also wanted to be free. Now Greek started their struggle of revolution, struggle of freedom by 1821. But they themselves were not that much capable to have the fight with people, fight in that way. So what they did, they got the help of Western European countries, means many countries helped them for their freedom, and including the poets, artists, helped them for the freedom. How poet and artist, that in the upcoming topic we are going to discuss. So this many means Western countries people as well as many poet and artist people helped them for the freedom. And at last the Treaty of Constantinople, was signed by 1832 and Greek became the independent country. In this way the Greek also become the independent. But the freedom of Belgium, the freedom of France and the freedom of Greek was not that much easy as we are thinking. Why? Because during this revolution and before this revolution, children see here we have talked about the result, about the revolution we have talked. But for this revolution, before this revolution, how this idea of revolution arise in the heart of people, how the idea of freedom arose in the heart of people, why they thought that we should fight, we should struggle, we should revolt for the freedom, that idea how emerged, that we have to see in the upcoming topic. This was only the result. This was only the result of European countries, how they were getting free. Now, how the idea of freedom was started, how the idea of nationalism was started, that we will discuss. Okay, so the idea of nationalism started by three topics, three main things, that are romanticism, hunger and hardship, the revolution of liberals. Okay, so here which idea means, this idea, romanticism, hunger, hardship and revolution of liberal, these things mainly create the love, create the feelings and create the angers in the heart of people, amongst the people, and that's why they arose and that's why they start with the revolt. Okay, so this idea how it was started, that we will be discussing. Thank you.